Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another episode of Askgufish. Short one this week because between raising a newborn, editing the studio build vlog series, and oh man, I have so much good content coming. I am tired, but I still wanted to hang out with you guys this week, talk about guitars and music and fun stuff. It puts me in a good mood. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love this job. Sometimes I just wish there were more hours in a day, you know what I mean? Anyways, don't forget to join our Discord server if you haven't already. That's where I pull most of the questions from first. Plus, it's just a fun time. Smash the crap out of that like button. It actually really helps out, and it grants me energy. Let's get into it. Boltcaster asks, if you had to pick one, would you pick Heritage or Gibson? You know, I was literally just thinking about this earlier. Now that I'm a dad, I've been playing my dad guitars more often. And by more often, I mean a fucking lot. And I've been going back and forth between my Heritage H150 Standard and my Gibson /4 Les Paul Standard. And I'm probably gonna make a whole video on this, like what is the best dad guitar, because they're both very similar. They're both based on that legendary oft imitated 59 burst holy grail of dad guitars formula. Both made in the USA. Heritage even made at the old Gibson factory in Kalamazoo where those 59 standards were originally built, so they should be pretty dang close as far as new currently in production guitars go, and they do feel very similar. Obviously they're both aiming for the same thing, the same general theme. Now bear in mind, this is just my experience with these two guitars, and while we love our handcrafted guitars, that old school way of building guitars means that not everyone is the same.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
So, just me, I love my Les Paul Standard, but I love my Heritage even more. It sounds warmer, though that could be down to the pickups being covered rather than uncovered. It's more resonant, and I like the neck more. It's slightly thinner, and it's less glossy, less sticky than the Gibson neck. That being said, Gibson's done a better job at rounding the fingerboard edges, so it feels more played in than the Heritage, and that's really comfortable. Honestly, I'm just glad that I don't have to choose because they're both great dad guitars, but if I had to, from what I've played so far, I'd have to choose Navigator. I'm telling you, it's stupid how good my Navigator feels compared to any other Les Pauls I've tried so far. To be fair, I haven't tried a Heritage custom core yet. I really want to get my hands on an artisan-aged custom core. That looks like an S-tier dad guitar for sure. But yeah, between the two standards that I have, I like the Heritage slightly more. That being said, if we're talking on like a brand level, Gibson has way more variety. The Adam Jones Standard that's coming out, a silver burst with an ebony fingerboard. They've got different shapes, Explorer, Firebird, Flying V. Heritage doesn't even currently make a Les Paul custom, or what did they call it? H157, I think. So if I had to completely eliminate one of the two brands from my life, it would be Heritage, because I like variety and I like ebony fingerboards. But here's where I'll throw it to you. Heritage or Gibson? If you had to pick one and never touch the other, which would it be? Chewbacca Noises asks, what do you do to get over or to help process negative emotions? Listen to metal or make YouTube videos? Nah, but on the real, breathing exercises and meditation are really helpful, as are naps. Havoc asks, thoughts on the new KIRK Hammett solo EP? High Plains Drifter has been pretty fun to listen to. I'm with you. High Plains Drifter is a banger in the highest, plainiest, driftiest way possible. Whatever that means. Nah, it's a journey. It starts in one place and ends up somewhere completely different. It kind of made me think of like an epic desert crossing. Like the note choice and the heavy use of strings. The mix was kind of weird, but yeah, it was fun to see a new Wallace side to KIRK's music. Big recommend if you haven't listened yet. I gotta find time for the rest of the EP sometime later this week. But you know what I always have time for this and every week? The sponsor of today's video, Ridge Wallet. Let's go ahead and take a quick second to thank Ridge for sponsoring today's video. I will use this money to buy diapers. All the money is now to diapers. So if you haven't heard me talk about them before, Ridge is redefining the wallet. The designs are sleek, small form factor that can fit into your front pocket. The plates made of aluminum, titanium, or carbon fiber or RFID blocking to block scammers from stealing your information, and they're held together by a durable elastic band. The quality is excellent, and to back it up, each wallet comes with a lifetime guarantee. It's super easy to access what you need when you need it, and it's been strangely freeing to only carry around what I need and none of the excess. Plus, they've got loads of colors and styles to choose from, including the brand new Forged Ember and Forged Pacific models, which look so sick. This is Pringle's favorite. So if you want to see why so many people are embracing a modern Ridge wallet, head on over to ridge.com/Agufish. And if you use the code Agufish, you'll get 10% off your order and free shipping. That's ridge.com/Agufish, code Agufish for 10% off. And of course, clicking the link supports the channel and the diaper fund by letting them know that I sent you. And while you're doing that, let's get into the next question. Tosin Abusi asks, do you scrunch or fold when you wipe? Definitely team fold. Squad, where you at? I would love to see Hunter review and EVH Wolfgang. So little good videos of those things, but they play like butter. Makes sense. They're made in the same place as Charvel's are, I think. So based on that, I 100% believe you when you say they play like butter. And I just got a couple of boxes in the mail from Charvel and EVH. For your sake, my dude, I hope it's a Wolfgang. Personally though, EVH guitars never really interested me too much, apart from the Stripe Series Frankie, which looks so fucking janky. I love it. The original high integrity guitar. But I get why so many people love the Wolfgang series and the 5150 series guitars. They're the embodiment of Eddie Van Halen, who happen to be quite good at guitar. It's a brave hot take, I know. Another one, when both your guitars and your amps are named EVH 5150, maybe it's time to introduce another name. Guys, listen, there are other numbers, including, as it turns out, 126. So after Eddie's sad passing in October 2020, it seems his son Wolfgang would be taking over the company. So that begs the question, what would the future bring for EVH? Since the brand's inception, for all intents and purposes, it had been a vehicle for Eddie's signature gear. So with Wolfgang now at the helm, what would the direction be for new EVH products? Well, it seems we've finally gotten our answer, and it's not the 5150 Iconic. That was actually designed in close collaboration with Eddie. It just didn't launch until recently. And I'd love to hear from everyone who's tried one. What do you think? I've seen the YouTube videos. I want to try one. I think it sounds pretty good, apart from the official launch video. Dude, what happened there? When will companies learn? Just send your metal amp to Ola first. But yeah, it's not the 5150 Iconic, it's the SA-126. SA standing for semi-acoustic, 126 because Eddie Van Halen's birthday is January 26th. So you love to see it. It's a new model, but still plenty of respect towards the company's namesake. Funnily enough, most of EVH's guitar lineup is the Wolfgang series, but the SA-126 is Wolfgang Van Halen's first actual signature model. And it's a pretty good reflection of the type of music he plays with Mammoth compared to Van Halen's catalog. It's less 80s shred and more alternative rock, I guess. So it's his first signature model, and it's also EVH's first semi-hollow. So it's got a larger Wolfgang shape, a modified F-hole where they've made it an E instead, again in tribute to Eddie. And it's a hardtail, another first for EVH, I believe. All their other guitars have Floyd Rose tremolos because, again, that's what Eddie played. The last interesting thing at a glance is that it's been relicked. So while I'm sure there will also be a non-relicked version, it's nice that we'll at least get the option of a relic as well. The necks on relics guitars feel great. It's so nice to get that played in feel right out of the box. Or maybe in this case, Wolfgang has just played the absolute crap out of it. That's also very possible. So I kind of really like it. And to be honest, I don't really like most semi-hollows. They tend to look so bulky and bulbous, but there's something about this one. It's offset, it's flat-topped, it's relicked, ebony fingerboard with block inlays. It's like a Jazzmaster bred with a 335, and this was the result, and I'm all about it. And I'm also excited now for the future of EVH. I'm excited for the now even. Some of the new EVH colors are outrageous. I can't wait to see what they've sent for us to check out together. But I was worried that EVH might fall into the trap of just re-releasing the same tribute models year after year and just milking the name for all it's worth. The Sonic the Hedgehog of the guitar world, if you will. And I'm so glad to see an injection of new ideas for a new generation of EVH gear that pays respects to the heritage of the brands. I can't wait to see what else is in store for them on the guitar front and on the amp front too. The 5153s are great. They're legendary in the metal world. So are we going to see something outside of that line? Something that's more alternative rock focused, maybe? Something more along the lines of a hot rodded Fender and less of a full-blown metal amp? I don't know, we could speculate all day, but those are just some of my thoughts. What do you think of the SA-126? And what else do you think or hope is on the horizon for EVH. Any and all thoughts, leave them down below. And now, of course, it's time to hear from yet another adoring fan. It's the high praise of the week. That guitar sounds good, that what the problem is you don't know how to play guitar, so all he can do is make some banging noises on it, make something heavy metal distorted nonsense shop on the strings, and collect music you wouldn't know a good instrument if you had it in your hand. I can't even be bothered to feel this one. Honestly, we move. Hey, so keep this on your radar. Harley Benton is doing a DIY kit build challenge competition thing. There are a couple prizes. First place takes home a €500 voucher. I just recently put together my own first kit build and it was a ton of fun. Came out great too, if I do say so myself. Also, wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like, I'd been terrified of doing my own kit build for the longest time. Really wasn't that bad. So if you've been thinking of doing your own kit build, now might be a good time to do it when you've got the chance to win something. Plus, there's randomly a cajon kit. It's only $30. I'm not sure how much shipping is to the US, but at least if you're in the EU, it seems like a very fun project to take on. And we're now approaching the end of the video, so if for some reason you just can't get enough of me, in case you missed it, Sweetwater have foolishly handed over the keys to the kingdom and I've put together my dream home music / YouTube content creation studio. Like, it's actually insane, and I filmed the entire process to share the journey with you guys because you're the whole reason that any of this is even possible. The first 3 parts are up. Grab some popcorn because they are long ones. Literally, this was an outrageous overhaul and you're gonna want a snack for this. On the opposite side of things, also put up a little short. During the move, I had the opportunity to conduct a little scientific experiment. How many guitars can I fit into a Volkswagen Jetta? The answer may surprise you. And it seems like a lot of people didn't get the notification for last week's ASKgufish, where we talked about the Harley Benton MR series, essentially affordable Maserati type guitars with stainless steel frets. There's even a baritone. We talked about the Fender Meteora series and Gibson not being at Coachella, but it's cool because no worries, they've got a new Gene Simmons bass. Link to all those in the cards and in the description. And that is where this episode of AskGufish ends. Again, short one this week. I kind of just want to nap and I need a recharge, to be honest. Massive shout out to my patrons for making this and every video possible. If you want to support the channel and get bonus extras, consider joining them. It also helps me afford Jordan, who I'm sure has done an amazing job with the edit for this video. Leave your thoughts on anything discussed down below. For better or worse, at least as far as my mental health is concerned, I do read every comment. Subscribe, notifications, all the other YouTube stuff that I'm supposed to plug. Social media, Discord, and affiliate links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.